In the heart of Appalachia, a town in West Virginia has more millionaires per capita than anywhere in the country. This American myth has been around for years, and on part one of our new Project Family series, Mountain Mysteries, News Center 5's Greg Wallace takes us to Bramwell, West Virginia, where the myth was once a reality.
They came to mine the coal. It seemed so rich, only the richest could own it. To live close to the Pocahontas seam, from the 1880s through the 1920s, coal operators made a new home in the hills of West Virginia.
The Goodwill house, Phoebe and Philip. Phoebe did not want to come to this area. This was an area she identified as a heathen country and just really didn't want to come. But Philip had built a two-story home on this little knoll, and he coaxed her to come down and look at the house. She came, but was not real happy in the area until she demanded he build a ballroom on the third floor for her, which he did.
Time is captured and preserved in a drive down a brick-lined street.
So now we're back up the only street that is unpaved, Brick Street, Bramwell, and we look at Doctor's Row again on your right, and you have the Hewitt House and then various superintendents living in the duplex homes.
In the center of town, the Cooper House was made of imported brick from England and topped with a copper roof.
The myth about millionaires is that it is not a myth, that there was more money on deposit per person living in Bramwell at the turn of the century in the Bank of Bramwell than anywhere else in the U.S. And so that's where the myth is no longer a myth.
IT Man might have been the richest man in Bramwell, West Virginia. The third floor of his home was built to scale for his children. He also built a bridge across the Bluestone River to a playhouse where the nanny would bring the children over every day. This is the playhouse. Today, it's a residence. The stock market crash of 1929 changed the town forever. Only two of the original families still have ties to the homes. Bed and breakfast clientele and tourism have become the seam to mine now. Efforts are being made to preserve the town as a national park, keeping this mystery alive for future generations.
Well, the mystery is that we're even here because given our topography, if you look all around us, we're surrounded by all of these high mountains around us, and the fact that we are even here is a real mystery to a lot of people, and that we have stayed here since the early 1880s.
In Bramwell, West Virginia, Greg Wallace, News Center 5.